Welcome to Mindfulness Manufacturing. My name is Trevor Blondeel. Spending 25 years in manufacturing, I discovered the real impact we have on turnover, communication, and the ability to manage change is how we show up. That's the essence of emotional intelligence. In each episode, we bring a guest or message to expand your skills, engage your people, and grow your organization. So let's jump in. Diana and I ended up in Kearney, Nebraska, and we traveled to a lot of different hotels, helping manufacturers remove roadblocks by connecting the top to the shop floor. And when you go to hospitality places, you can really tell right away as soon as you walk in what kind of a place it is. And I had to interview Paul Younes, who's with us today, and this man created this whole beautiful conference center with multiple hotels and conference places in Kearney, Nebraska. Thanks so much, Paul.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I got to ask, when I walk in here, I knew right away, not from how nice it was, not from how clean it was, but from how your staff were so friendly. I mean, everybody from housekeeping to front desk to maintenance, it was this amazing vibe. What's going on here? How come your people are so different?
Well, we are the same thing like everybody else. We are short of staff like everybody else. The economy, right now we need more staffing, more people. But the people we have here or the people we bring in here, the most important thing for us, the top of priority for us is the customer. We need to give the customer the attention. The customer has the choice to go any other place, but we focus on the customer. We try to make the customer is the most important thing for us. To do so, we have to treat the staff accordingly. And if we treat the staff that we have, that they are the most important thing for us and for the business, I think this is how they're going to treat our customer. This is the reason we see the friendliness, the smile, and everybody want to go out with their waiter. We try to do the same thing for them. In return, we ask them to do it for our customer.
Manufacturing is struggling with labor like crazy. And you think it's, worse in the hospitality area. Here, I just see there's always seems to be, from a guest perspective, there's always somebody here to help you. And it's just different. So what is it, like, how did you start to be connected here so much in the fact of you started this from scratch? You came here and you built this over so much time, but how do you recruit your people and how are you getting these people in here?
Well, we try to do the same thing like everybody else. Everybody's struggling. All of us were competing for the same labor market right now. We have our benefit package for our employees like everybody else does, from 401 to vacation to insurance to different benefit. Another thing we do extra here, we feed all our staff. Whatever I eat for lunch, they eat lunch with me. We feed between 120 to 160 people every day lunches. We'll do that. Then we are struggling with the staffing like everybody else, like every manufacturing, every hospitality. But the people we have, we'll try to focus on them. We'll try to recruit more people as much as we can. We need people right now like everybody else. Somebody looking for hospitality and opportunity, come on down and apply. We're more than happy to look at you, to talk to you, to see what we could do. And hopefully we could be able to offer you a job and accept and work with us. We are in the same boat like everybody. And for the customer, we're trying to put the best face we can. We try to work with the customer the best way we can. We're trying to staff the people to take care of those customers and their needs.
And I was here on the weekend, and you guys have all kinds of great events that you host here. But I heard you were helping out this weekend.
I was.
What were you doing?
I was serving meals for the people. I was picking up plate. I did everything they need me to do. And the reason for us works differently a little bit. Our business run is a family business. My son and my daughter-in-law work with us. My daughter and my son-in-law work with us. My brother part of the team. I have several nephews and nieces working in the team with us. My brother worked with us in the team. We are a family business. We try to treat all our employees like family. If somebody needs help, I'm no better than nobody. I'm as good as my employees. If my dishwasher is good, that means I am very good. I was a dishwasher before. I came through the rank. I worked myself through the system, and God blessed me with a great family, with a great faith. If you have your faith, you have your family, everything will come together very good. And, God has been good to us and to my family.
I can feel that in the family aspect. I was working out in your lobby talking to Fletcher, and him and I were just talking, and he was just talking that he doesn't have to work here. He likes working here, and then you walked in. Is that it's just different forms of people. But this guy's vacuuming, and he's just like so awesome.
Well, Fletcher is a unique individual. Fletcher has a PhD degree. He's an educator, but he want to do part-time to help his family back home in Africa a little bit. He came here to work part-time, to work 25 to 30 hours a week. He doesn't want to have he just want to do whatever he likes to do. He's a great guy. You know, people say, and he asked me the question, in fact, one time, he said, why you are so nice to me? I said, well, without you, I'm not very good, Fletcher. I need you to be here. I'm not just nice to you. I care about you, you know. I said, I work so many places. Nobody know my name. Here you call me by my name every time you see me. You know, he's one of those individuals that he's great. You know, we try to connect with everybody. We try to learn everybody's names. We try to be part of them. If we see them, we acknowledge them. And if we don't see them, I try to go find where they are. I try to find them and see them. You know, when you have around 500 employees working, it's very hard to know everybody directly, but we try to make an effort. It's not myself, my son, my son-in-law, my daughter-in-law, whoever our management team. It's very, very important for us is to focus on our employees.
And that's some of the feedback. So I've been doing interviews before I got to interview you. And there's a difference. There's a lot of companies that put on their wall, oh, it's like family here. And you only can tell that by behaviors. And then when I talk to the people, it's like, no, it is different. Like they do consider each situation. It seems there's a lot of flexibility for individuals that work for you. It's not just like, hey, you got to do this and these are your jobs. There's no flexibility. How do you manage that flexibility with your staff?
You know, it's very difficult to accommodate everybody's schedule. But you know, in our situation here, we have very bad flood here in 2019. Mm-hmm. It hurt us quite a bit. We have 26 buildings, 8 hotels, 2 convention centers at that time, and variety of businesses were underwater. And some of the business was shut down for 6 months. At that time, you know, everybody coming united together. We retain, you know, which with God help us, I think all our employees, we retain almost all our employees at that time through the flood. Wow. And every one of them tried to help us, and we worked together through it. Then when we came through COVID, you know, after we came out of COVID little bit slowly, as we're coming out of it right now, every employee has different set of needs right now. Some people, they could not find babysitters. Some people could not afford daycare. Some people could not do this. And we have to change our philosophy a little bit. It's not black and white right now. You working from here to here. You know, we have certain shifts we need to fill. People has to work them. But some people now working part-time when they used to work full-time. Some people need different things, scheduling than the others. Some people working 6-hour shift in place the 8-hour shift or 9-hour shift that they're working. We have to claim ourselves to work with them. We have to understand their need. It's the only way we could be able to retain them and keep them and make them part of this team to take care of our guests.
Okay, I'm starting to figure this out, Paul, because what you're talking about here is empathy for your staff. And then when you talk about careers, there's 5 things you had listed. We talk about friendliness. We talked about Fletcher and intelligence and empathy. And you talked about their needs. Well, when you are recognizing their needs, they recognize my needs as a guest. Like Brooke here is a new employee that I just talked to, and it's just like, you know, why do you like working here? It's just kind of like, you know, just how I'm being treated. And when I called Bree in the first time to book in here, it was like, there was just this essence of, hey, I really want to take care of you. Tell me your needs. Let's try to figure this out. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. And that was just something that's very different. And then from the that whole empathy standpoint as well, you eat the same lunch they do. How did the lunch thing start? I'm sitting here working out in the hallway, and all of a sudden all these employees come in for lunch together. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Really, the lunches started when we had the COVID. You know, first of all, we had no customers, and we have some kitchen staff. We need to do something with them because we could not afford to lose them. We need to have the chefs. We need to have everybody here. We start saying, okay, what we could do to make everybody come together and to get to know each other. Then when the COVID started, what we start doing for the lunch, we start to have box lunches and taking them to different hotels and different businesses. Then after the COVID, we start putting a buffet every single day, busy or not busy. Monday through Friday, we have a buffet for everybody, for the employees to come eat at no charge to them. They could have their drinks with that at no charge. They have a beautiful salad bar, beautiful 2-3 hot items. They could choose from it and they could enjoy it. And this is the reason we started. We felt this is an extra benefit to take care of our employees, and hopefully they will stay with us, and hopefully we'll have edge on the competition.
I've been telling other manufacturing plants about you, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
It's kind of like, this, you know, it's the simple things, but it's just, I can tell they're smiling. They come in, they're talking to each other. I mean, you're building family just by that part alone. And you said, this is a people business, and you can't ignore that. And it is more of a bunch of friends. So we had friendliness, intelligence, work ethic, which I just see from everybody here, because when you're treated well, you want to work well. We talked about empathy. What about self-awareness? I was surprised to see that on your website, self-awareness. What does that mean to you?
Everybody has different awareness for different things. Life is very simple, I feel. No sense to complicate it. I'm not very smart guy. I like to work hard. I like to respect the people. I like to work with the people. And we're going to make life as easy as we can for those people. Everybody having certain issues, certain problems, and everybody having different things in life. They look at life differently. Some people has different issues personally, socially, different things. But if we could take all those aside and come to work and take care of those employees, make them happy when they are here, hopefully that will relay that to our customer. No sense to complicate life. Life is very simple. Respect other, people will respect you. Be nice to other, people will be nice to you. Give whatever you can, and people will give you. And if all of us in it together and have your faith with you, and I think if we look at life, everything will come together.
Because you have so many different properties and different leaders here, you talked about your family and how that extends, but it seems like wherever I turn, people are behaving the same. Friendly, aesthetic, seems like good self-awareness. Manufacturers struggle with 500 people as well, right? But you actually have it spread out over different locations. They're emulating your behavior. I can see it. What advice do you have to other owners with places like yours or manufacturing plants? What advice would you have for them? What do you see people not doing that you think, why aren't other owners doing this?
I really cannot tell anybody what to do for their business. Everybody has different set of rules, different set of regulation, different sets of needs, different kind of work. When you're dealing with manufacturing, it's very, very hard work. It's very dangerous work. It's very hard work, and it's very demanding work. And they are under the pressure to perform. The same thing with ours. The only thing we do a little bit differently here, maybe manufacturing could do, and maybe they could not do. We just try to connect with the people, we just to see their needs. We'll try to have gathering with them every other week, every department. We just try to have small gathering, maybe for 10 minutes. Anybody has issues, anybody has problem, what we could do different, what we could do better. If somebody has a recommendation, this is the only way we could connect with them. I cannot go see everybody every day, but I try to attend those bi-weekly gathering as much as I can just to connect with the people. Really, the manager will ask the question, they will listen, we'll put it together. I'll try to meet with my manager once a week. And I do one thing with our company, when we're bringing people into the company, most of our management people or supervisory people, all of them come in within. We'll hire people, we'll work with the people, and when we have an opening, we try to look at the people we got before we'll bring people from the outside. And everybody has an opportunity to grow. Every single manager, we do have 15 limited service hotel plus 2 full service hotel. Every single manager and all our properties came in within.
Wow.
That will help that speak volume. Everybody, when they are there at the right place at the right time, and if they are qualified and they're willing to take the responsibility and they're willing to lead, we have an opportunity to do them. This is the reason we could bring everybody together. Other people, how they could do it, just I think they need to connect, they need to listen to them, what could be better for them. Because if you accommodate them, hopefully they'll produce more for you. Hopefully they will have less turnover. And we have turnover like everybody else. We're having a hard time to find employees. We're trying to find people. It's the lowest unemployment in the whole time of our life, they're saying, in 40 years right now. Especially our state, Nebraska, we have the lowest employment in the country. And, it's very hard to find people. Everybody fighting for those people.
Fine young gentleman at the front here. Encourage you to meet with me today, Kyler. He's just getting done school. It seems like you get a lot of good young people as well. How are you getting the young people in here, and what's attracting them? Is it this career advancement?
I think the career advancement thing, we are very blessed. We have the University of Nebraska at Kearney here. We have a lot of those students that come work with us, and a lot of those people that are here 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. When they finish, hopefully they will stay with us as a career. We have gentleman Bailey gonna graduate next Friday, and hopefully he's gonna stay with us. Daniel just graduated last year. He worked with us for 3 years. He's one of the banquet managers right now. And those people, the same thing with Bailey. Hopefully we'll have a position position for him after he getting his degree. Not because he getting his degree. We don't want to put pressure on him because right now he's working part-time, some weeks full-time, but right now he'll be committed to work full-time. We'll try to create a position that he could help the company with. And this is how we attract those young people, because we are very blessed with the university. We do have maybe around 24 high school kids right now working with us. Hopefully if they go to college or they go to university, if they choose UNK at Kearney, University of Nebraska at Kearney, maybe they'll stay with us as they go to the university.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll stay part of the team and part of the company in the future.
And you have different locations within Nebraska.
That's correct.
So that's those different opportunities. And how do you keep those different properties connected to those core values? Is there anything special you do there, Paul?
It's the same thing. I try to travel to all the properties once a month. Our operation manager, she goes the same thing once a month. I have my brother go once a month. We'll try to be at the properties, once a month, myself. Somebody will be present on the property maybe 3-4 times a month. And, it's the same thing. We do start with our manager. We'll ask from them what needs to get done, and we'll ask them to do the same thing. And if they will work with their people and will make life easier for them to manage, because they don't have the turnover. I'm not saying we don't have turnover. We do have turnover like everybody else. We do need employees like everybody else. But the people we got, if we could take care of them and keep them the best way we can, we'll work with them the best way we can.
And I was going to ask you, what do you want to leave our listeners with? But that's what I want to leave them with. Take care of the people the best way you can. And if anyone's looking for work in Kearney, Nebraska, or want to have a conference, this is like a little secret gem. I'm so blessed the universe brought me to Kearney, Nebraska, to Paul Younes' center here. And thank you so much for taking our time here today,
Thank you.
Paul.
Thank you very much, Trevor. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Hey, folks. Appreciate you taking the time to join us today. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone. Haven't subscribed yet? Do it now. Remember, if you want results, the key is increasing your awareness of how you show up.